little coding.
Hey, hello friends. I hope you are all doing great out there, and welcome to the first video of this series. Here we are going to talk about object oriented programming, just a little bit, the fundamentals, main keywords of object oriented programming. And if you don't know anything about it, don't worry, we are just gonna start it very slowly and moving forward with next videos. Let us start now. As we all know, one key characteristic that is constant in the software industry nowadays is the change. Change is one of the most critical aspects of software development and management. Now in this industry, change is a constant thing, my friends. Since the invention of the computer, many programming approaches have been tried. These include techniques such as modular programming, top-down programming, bottom-up programming, and many others just like structured programming. All these programming approaches have tried just because of handling the complexity of program that are reliable and maintainable. Just to decrease the maintainability. Okay. However, all the languages are not suitable for the object-oriented concept. Languages that support object-oriented features include Smalltalk, Objective-C, C++, Objective-Pascal, and Java. Obviously, a pure programming language, pure object-oriented programming language is one of the recent languages added to this list. Java, yes. And one more is C#. Okay, and let's start here. Fundamentals of object-oriented programming. Basic concept of object-oriented programming. And here our first topic is object-oriented programming. Just short form is OOP. Object-oriented programming treats data as a vital element. It does not allow data to flow freely around the system. It's very strict. And then the main thing about object-oriented programming is the objects. Okay, the object-oriented paradigm. It is mainly combination of two things, data and methods. That's it. No complicated things are here. Object-oriented programming is the most recent concept and still it means different things to different people. So our definition of object-oriented programming is object-oriented programming is an approach that provides a way of modularizing programs by creating partitioned memory area for both data and function that can be used as templates for creating copies of such modules on demand. Don't be confused. Now we'll just talk a little bit about objects and classes. Object takes up a particular space in memory and has an associated address just like structures C. Just a little bit related to C. We can relate that object with C. Each object contains data and code to manipulate the data. Just as we saw that object is combination of data and code, so the data is there and the code is there to manipulate the data, to deal with that data. Okay, and a little more about objects. That is, when a programming executed, the objects interact to each other. For example, customer and account are two objects in a banking program. Then the customer object may send a message to the account object requesting for the balance. They can interact with each other. One important thing is each object contains data and code to manipulate them. Yeah, manipulate the data, as I told. And a little more about classes. Once a class has been defined, we can create any number of objects belonging to that class. Okay. A class is thus a collection of objects of similar type. Yeah, that's a vital point. Similar type. For example, mango, apple, and orange are member of class fruit. And then another important concept about object-oriented programming is data abstraction and encapsulation. Yeah, the wrapping of data and methods into a single unit is known as encapsulation. And this is also can be called as class. And data encapsulation is the most striking feature of a class. It's the most striking feature. The data is not accessible to the outside world, and only those methods which are wrapped in the class can access it. This insulation of the data from direct access by the program is called data hiding. That is data hiding, the insulation of data. Okay, insulation makes objects to be treated like black box. That's, you can see here, it creates a black box where data and methods are hiding, safe. They are safe there, and the outside world cannot access them. By the way, encapsulation is one of the three object-oriented principles. The other two are inheritance and polymorphism. As an example for encapsulation, yeah, mobile is a great example of encapsulation. To make you understand better, the concept of encapsulation can be understood by considering the simple example of mobile phone. It is a complex electronic device which is used for text and voice communication. How the internal circuitry of the mobile phone functions to enable the end user to talk to a remote person is irrelevant from his point of view. The only thing that he is concerned about is the fact that by pressing the green answer key, he can talk to the person on the other side. Thus, the user is isolated from all the complex circuits which is well encapsulated within the mobile phone. That's it. Normal users doesn't know what the circuits are there. That is exactly encapsulation does. And here is the another concept of object-oriented programming: inheritance. It is the process by which objects of one class acquire the properties of objects of another class. By it, the properties of another object, one can acquire them. In object-oriented programming, the concept of inheritance provides the idea of reusability. Yeah, it provides the idea of reusability. Reuse a single code again and again. You can reuse that. It is another important concept. Polymorphism means the ability to take more than one form, one shape. It can take more than one shape. Just buying a single block of code that can take more shapes according to the data. For example, considering the operation of addition, here you can see the addition of for two numbers, the operation will generate a sum. Okay, by the plus sign, we can see that if the operands are strings, then the operation would produce a third string. Here as FRI and ENDS, we can, if we deal with these data, then it produce a third string, that is combination of these two strings, and we call it concatenation. Yeah, there it can change the shape according to the data. Then there are many more things in object-oriented programming like dynamic binding, message communication, but we are not going to talk about this now. Now, here are the benefits of object-oriented programming. The inheritance is the benefit. Through inheritance, we can eliminate or we can extend the codes, the classes. The unwanted code, we can eliminate them and extend the new class. Extend a new class. Data hiding, yeah. The principle of data hiding helps the programmer to build secure programs. And then object-oriented systems can be easily upgraded from small to large systems. and managing complexity. Software complexity can be easily managed by object-oriented programming concept. And then the application of object-oriented programming, that is real-time system. We can create the real-time system by object-oriented programming concept. An object-oriented database, an artificial intelligence and expert system, decision support, CIM, CAD systems. We can create them easily by object-oriented programming concept. And then the summary of this video is object-oriented language enables us not only to organize our program code into logical unit, but also to take advantage of encapsulation, inheritance and polymorphism, etc. That is the main concept of object-oriented programming. That's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And a little confusion is there. I was confused that the next videos are gonna be about C++ or Java. If you have any suggestion about that, please comment below. And thank you.